Okay, let's get started. Love that intro.
Let me swap over to Twitch. Wow, that BioWare label. Oof,
It's old! Okay, guys, skip that because it's eventually gonna go into a whole thing that I can't have. Alright, where were we at? Dantooine. I had just forged my lightsaber. Did I? Do my level up? Yes, I did do my level up. Took my first level in Jedi Guardian. Let's do some stuff for mission here. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck it. Okay. With the lightsaber forged, let's go talk to these people. To the Jedi Masters. Actually, did I... Let me talk to... I think I gotta talk to first. Jar. Excuse me, Mr. Jar.
Extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals.
I can find crystals on Dantooine?
It is a rumor only. I do not know if there's any truth in it, but you must learn first to use your lightsaber and take care when drawing it. Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice?
I'm ready to face the third trial.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove once used for deep meditation by the Jedi is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
What's causing this corruption?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
You know more than you're telling me.
I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Okay, I'm gonna switch up my party makeup real fast. Again. Sorry. Mission, but I need...
I have to wonder,
Mm-hmm.
how is Candor dealing with all of this?
He's just along for the ride at this point.
Just listening to all of y'all talk about this magic mumbo jumbo, and he's just kind of Mm-hmm.
He's just like, I'm just here. Come back over here. Right, so put that on him.
Also, I
What do
imagine he
have?
has to kind of shut the fuck up about who he is.
Whoa, that was your mic maxed out for a second there.
Whoa.
That was very weird. Anyway, let's see here. Let's hang on. Actually, let me see. Fuck. Mine first. Hang on. One moment. This is an urgent message for the vehicle owner.
God damn it.
Yeah. Okay. I can't do anything for my lightsaber at the moment. Karth, let's see. Okay, your blaster's about as good as that's gonna get.
Yeah?
What?
Okay. So
But,
let's go and see what's. I'm gonna get.
but like, legit,
Uh-huh.
Candace has to kind of just shut the fuck up about who he is and what he's done in the last, like, 10 years.
Oh, because he's a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Let me check my skills here. Particularly. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah. Feats. Did I take any levels in dueling? I did take the weapon focus, but did I take any level? I took 1 level in dueling. I might need to get another one. I do like that that this game does really establish other like Jedi schools and enclaves. Um, hang on. There we go. Like the whole thing of the Jedi have places everywhere, because I honestly do think that Coruscant's not the best place that's most conducive to spiritual spiritual meditation and awakening.
What do you mean? The
It is good
giant
and
what was
reflect
the
on beauty of
word?
nature.
It's not a metropolis.
I am
Megapolis.
sorry. I
Yeah,
carried
megalopolis.
away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo.
No, Ecumenopolis, that's what it was called. Because it covers the whole planet.
Ecumenopolis sounds really good.
Hang on, let me see. Let me see here. I'm gonna look that up.
Like planet-wide city.
Yeah, Ecumenopolis. Hypothetical
Nice.
concept of a planet-wide city. That is a planet that has no chance to survive on its own.
Oh no.
It would need constant imports and exports, but mostly imports every day, every hour of every day. All right, is there something I can help you with? I had questions about
Very
Dantooine.
well. What is it you wish to know?
Master Jar said there were caves on Dantooine with lightsaber crystals.
Yes, those caves. Those caves are dangerous for the unwary. Kinreth spiders infest the places. They are attracted by the colors and heat given off by the crystals, I think. It is a pity. Those caves are strong with the Force. Is there something else I can help you with?
Yeah, this was before they had determined later on that Ilum was the primary source of kyber crystals, though they did at least later with Rogue One reinforce that kyber crystals can be found elsewhere. It's just that they're most naturally occurring on Ilum. Okay. I would like to know about you.
Me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know?
Who are you?
As I have said, I believe, my name is Nemo. I am here by the will of the Jedi Council.
You're a Jedi?
Indeed, my young friend, that I am. I have served the Council for many years, and have seen many apprentices pass through this enclave.
Are you a member of the council?
I think perhaps you place an undue importance on rank and hierarchy. Understandable, but regrettable also. We each serve in our place, high or low. Is there something else I can help you
You can
with?
tell he's a little bit irked that he's not on the council.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well.
Question about Dantooine. Where can I find a store?
You can find 2 stores here at the Enclave. Aerotech has opened both a general supply store and a droid facility, and I think you will find their products quite good. The supply store is run by a Twi'lek named Kratos Yorkel, a talkative being with a big chip on his shoulder, but generous despite that. The droid repair facility is managed by Carol Carr. A bit brusque, perhaps, but a good being.
Is that how you say it?
nonetheless.
I always say
We have
brusque.
shared many a game of Bazak in the small hours of the morning.
What,
Is there
brusque?
something else I
Yeah.
can help you with?
I have been given a task by the council.
Indeed. What is it you would like from me?
What do you know about the Taint of Grove?
The Council has told you nothing of the Grove?
I know it is tainted by the dark side.
Do not be so quick to judge circumstances about which you are ignorant. Not everything may be as transparent as you would believe. The Grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cathounds. They may be agitated by the power in the Grove. Is there something else I can help you with?
I'll be
your
going
time
now.
is well spent here on Dantooine.
Okay, so you don't get Jedi robes or permitted to wear them until you at least get this task completed.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition?
Yes, they are waiting for you now.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Master Jedi. Stay here, Rilka. I'll be back in an hour or so.
Yes, dear. Good luck. I hope the Jedi Council will listen to Gar. If they don't, I don't know what we'll do.
Okay.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors. Ha!
Always
You
weird to
sit
me.
in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello?
Sorry. I had a yawn. What are you talking about?
Those Mandalorian brutes
Hello?
killed my daughter.
Hello, I'm
You
here.
should have protected her better. And you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen Mandalorians and
Uh-oh.
Duros? Nothing.
What's wrong,
There
Raven?
was nothing I could do. They came to our land demanding our livelihood.
My stream is frozen,
Uh-oh.
My Ilsa.
and
said
you
no.
can't hear me.
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
They killed her?
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
I'm not a Jedi yet.
Accepted into the Order. Yours is the authority of the Jedi. I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
I will do whatever I can to save the people of this, protect the settlers. So, the second game reveals that this story leads to the sub-level where most of the actual training facilities and dormitories and the archives for this enclave are. Oh, lost Raven. Let me see if I can't get him back. Just a moment. Okay, let's see this woman.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion?
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped?
Join now, please.
Hey, there you are, Raven.
I joined the party 3 times.
Jesus. I only heard it twice. Anywho. It's possible. Does anyone hold a grudge against him?
Not that I know of. None of my neighbors really know he's there. Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No. It must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Could someone have bypassed the lock?
No. The door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
Could it have been opened from the inside?
Well, yes, it could have. But he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Your missing companion is a droid?
Well, yes. He is a droid. But he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
You, what exactly do you use him for again?
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I don't think I want to know what she uses this droid for.
If I happen to see him, I will send him back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. I was just waiting for her to finish her statement.
I don't think I want to know what she uses this droid for.
Greetings, fellow sentient. I noticed that you are not heavily armed, or at least not heavily armed enough. Please allow me myself to introduce myself. I am Adun, a simple merchant of much noble purpose. Purpose? Yes, purpose. The settlers and noble humans of Dantooine have been plagued by Cathhounds, raiders, and other fearsome troubles of late. It is much, much too sad to see these things happen to such people as this. Therefore, I have made it my mission. This is my mission to be. Mission? To overcome their troubles, they must be able to defend themselves. Therefore, I shall offer the highest quality of weapons at the lowest of low prices for them. I am here, offering you much in the same weaponry at low, low prices. How can any sentient pass up such a bargain? They cannot! Weaponry it is, and weaponry I have. What is it you would like from me this fine day? Let's see what you're selling. Yes, yes, best you can find anywhere on this world. Ooh, his shit is expensive. Cassius Vets were 15,000. Jesus Christ. So he has some really strong item, 3 really strong armors here. Raven, you good?
Hmm?
Yeah, I heard something coming from your end.
I'm doing D&D prep while also watching a stream. Sorry.
Okay. He's got like these some really strong items
Passus
here.
Vet. There's no I in there.
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna get a few frags. It's always good to have some frags. Maybe a couple concussions as well. Let me see. What am I gonna sell? What I don't need is that.
What is the difference between? Oh wait, I assume.
What?
I guess what is the difference between a regular frag, like a frag mine, versus a plasma mine? Because I assume the plasma mine does energy damage. What does the frag do?
Well, the frag, okay, the plasma mine, I believe, does heat damage. And heat damage is different from energy damage.
What the hell does the frag do?
Frag just does, I want to say, might be doing bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning or piercing damage, because frag means fragmentation.
Well, yeah, but like in my like logical center of my brain, I'm like, which would you it be registered as?
That is a decent question. Okay, so that
For a
was...
second there, I thought you were on the buy section, and I'm like, wait, why can you buy Karth's blaster?
Sell off Kylo Nord's blaster. I mean, thing. I don't have much use for mines in this one. Okay. I think I'm good. Honestly, other than the armors, he doesn't really have much good stuff, and there is a better shop that I will show off later after we get off Dantooine. Do that. Cool. So those are Cath Hounds. Even though I did take a level in Guardian, my character is still squishy. It's going to take a few levels before that really starts to kick in. So, what other energy shield? Yeah, Arcanian energy shield. Do I have any melee shields? Because that is important. Okay, I don't have one yet, but I'll pick it up later. So we need to investigate the grove. We also need to see if we can find some crystal caverns. And see if we find a droid hanging out anywhere.
You've been holding out on us again. Since you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead.
Jesus Christ.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I don't have any sympathy for that guy. Take my wife and children instead. Just wow. Candrace, you put on your energy shield. Karth, you go ahead and put on yours. Switch back to my character. Alright, now that we're all powered up, let's go. Oh, immune. That's right. Mandalorians have a lot of things that protect them against mind-affecting ones. Cool. Hair kit, some computer spikes. Let's raid his corpse. Blaster carbine. Alright, and we want to go this way, because I don't want to... I'm going to basically investigate the grove last. Want to get as much as I can done before I even head out there. I say as I go straight for the grove, but that's okay.
Look, hon. We refuse to expect consistency or logic from you. How are these the same creature?
You know, what they did was they took a model from fucking, what was it? Attack of the Clones. That thing was in the if you remember, was in the arena where they were gonna execute Anakin and Obi-Wan and whatnot. This was one of those creatures. But that's not a Cath Hound. Yeah, it's not a Cath Hound. That's the thing about these games. They use various different models or designs simply because they're there, even though it's like not accurate or not lore accurate, I guess I could say. Let's... Okay, feet. Like I said, 2-weapon fighting. The penalty doesn't even really work in this game. Let's...
I would suggest getting power attack.
Yeah. The hard thing about this is that you have to really prioritize which feats and stuff you go for, because this game has a low level cap in comparison to certain things. The thing, like, so if you play a scout
Alex,
or a... I know. I didn't go for power attack. I got flurry because I saw he already had one power attack. I wanted to give him flurry.
Well, flurry is actively bad unless you have high level flurry because it lowers your defense rating for the next 2 turns.
Really?
Yes, if you would know this if you read it.
It's true, I don't read. Anyway, what I was saying was that, shit, okay. We'd have to walk to see the map.
That's why I wanted you to go for power attack, because power attack just has a penalty to a hit, but still is fine.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned. Oh, Bino Cat Hound. Very dangerous. But, like, so soldiers get a feat every level. So if you want to be heavy combat focused, you can really benefit from that. And Karth died. Okay, fuck.
What class is Karth?
He is a soldier.
Okay, so he's a soldier. Kander, I assume, is a soldier.
Yes.
Mission is a
Scoundrel.
Scout? Okay,
Scoundrel.
Scoundrel.
Honestly, I don't know if you actually get any scout characters.
Is Big Z a scout?
Yes, Big Zalbar is a scout. It took me a minute to remember that. Oh my god. I don't... Fuck me, dude. God. God, we
Got
gotta
bested
say.
by a bunch of fucking
Dogs, yes.
dogs.
Bad rolls, man. Bad rolls. You know what I might do? I think I know what I'm gonna do. Simply because I fucking need the damage.
You asked for this. Here it is.
So in this game, unlike the next game, you can get a feat that will instead use your, if you have a higher dex score, it'll instead use your dex score to land hit. So if you're using a class that doesn't, you know, isn't encouraged to have a high strength score, you can actually still, you know, do reasonably well. Which I really, which after playing the other game for a little bit,
I have stated that this is actually in the game already.
Yes, you keep saying that, but I have seen nothing to prove that.
It exists in the game. It is just not. It isn't stated in the game.
Where? Because it's not a feat.
It's not, like I said, it's not stated in the game. It's an unofficial thing that was, and then because it's a bug, it wasn't intended.
Well, how does it activate?
It just is.
Mm-hmm. If you say so. Anyway.
They added it as an actual feat in the next game because people were like, oh wait, people actually like it.
Because it's very useful, especially for certain characters who just aren't fucking strength builds. where strength builds wouldn't fucking make sense for them.
Though they also did point it out that they want to add it for the pure reason that if you allowed dexterity to also affect melee attacks, what is the point of strength?
Well, they made it so that strength actually determines your damage. Your strength still
Yes.
determines damage. Okay. Just needed a whoopsie. This is gonna suck. Please stun. Damn it. Hang on. Switch to that target. And also take a very big med pack. Karth, please don't die again. Actually, you know what? Karth, here, I'm gonna do something.
I like how we have that qualifier, don't die again.
Here, use this. Nope. Yes, there we go. Get those extra hits in. Where'd the other one come from? It's gonna take for like what I don't like in this game is that it takes forever for your force to get to a point where you can use heal more than once a fucking combat. Okay, kill that albino cath hound. Cave should be... Okay, that's a Mandalorian. That's a squad of Mandalorians, so we're gonna wait on that one. Everybody heal up. I've got a fuckload of med pack, so may as well. Okay, let's start off with energy shield. Energy shield. Energy shield. Fuck it, adrenal stamina. So why not? Okay, that's who I've got. Just start lobbing grenades. Well, this is going remarkably well. Why are the Mandalorians easier to kill than the random dogs?
Lol.
You'd think that the legendarily tough mercenaries would be harder to kill than some dogs. Bunch of mines and 50 credits. Lots of mines to be selling. Okay, so after you get into about 3 engagements with Mandalorians, you're eventually gonna have it at I want to say the second... No, at one place where we had fought some Cath Hounds, you're gonna run into the Mandalorian leader. So let's see here. Where is it? Hang on, no, new items. Did I pass the data pad? No, it's Mandalorian. I have to look under M. There it is. Jarg, did you remember not to take the XT model bike out today? There was something funny with one of the intakes, and I thought I could jam. Ha! Consider yourself lucky. If someone was dumb enough to take that thing out, you would have plowed right into the ground within a kilometer. Well, there is definitely a broken swoop bike here. Yeah, we already searched that one. Okay, that's another Mandalorian squad down. I don't think it ever explains why these Duros are hanging out with these Mandalorians. We're gonna ignore that Cath Hound. Oh look, some Cath Hounds attacking a droid. Well, this one's went down easy. Anytime you guys want to jump in, that'd be great.
No, it's fine. We wouldn't say anything against it.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C-842, a personal assistant droid.
Personal assistance droid?
As I said, I am C-842, a personal assistance droid. Although in recent months, the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
Like, that's right. Dylan had to... Hey, Dylan! Give it a minute.
Stop.
Yeah, you had to set your stuff up. I remember, yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, we're here on Dantooine, doing some side quests. Investigating dark side taint in the Grove. Okay. Are you Elise's droid?
Did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me.
You're running from her?
Yes, but I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
All the time?
You don't want to know.
Probably not.
Obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those cat hounds.
You sought them out?
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me?
Fine, I'll destroy you and tell her why you did it.
Thank you, kind sir. You have my eternal gratitude.
This actually is the better way to deal with this. So, we lost Raven. Dylan, you there?
We did.
Yeah, hang on.
Am I?
Yeah, okay. Just needed to make sure it wasn't a total party failure and it was just Raven.
Am I truly here?
Okay, sent Raven re-invite.
I swear to God.
There we go. There's Raven. Okay, I'm gonna save because I'm apparently so squishy that I can die at the drop of a fucking hat.
How I feel in Elden Ring.
Okay, so Raven, you're good with us, right?
With what? I didn't hear a damn word.
What I was saying, like, so the, that whole droid with the, owner who was a little obsessed, the droid asks you to destroy it, or you can decide, you can either, destroy it and say that you'll tell the lady that the droid's still out there so she can't move on, or you can tell her that, you know, why the droid did it, or you can just tell force the droid to go back to her. Let's see, computer use.
I heard the last 8 words, so I will go with whatever you feel is right.
Okay. 3 options. Destroy droid, tell crazy yandere droid lady that droid is still out there so she never moves on and can keep chasing a ghost for the rest of her life. Kill the droid, tell her why the droid did it, or force droid to go back.
So I have seen. Oh, hang on. They're talking.
Hey, Han.
We may have faced each other in combat. What battles were you in?
I try not to think about my past battles too much. The horrors of war are something I'd rather not relive.
The horrors of war? My people know only the glory of battle. I'm disappointed in you, Karth. I thought a warrior like you would understand.
Karth isn't like you, Canderous.
I'm not a warrior. I'm a soldier. There's a difference. Warriors attack and conquer. They prey on the weak. Soldiers defend and protect the innocent.
That's a very
Mostly
reductive
from
and
warriors.
kind of wrong definition, but
speech.
I
Yes,
get what
it's very
Karth's getting
incorrect.
at.
Every night, so
I
you
understand
can
what he's
say,
getting at, but
I accept who and what I am. I don't have to justify it with words. Victory in battle is my justification.
Justification through victory. So what happens when you lose? You know, like you did against us.
You had us outnumbered 5-1. You had more ships, more troops, more supplies, and the Jedi on your side. And we still made the Republic tremble before we fell.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. I don't want to talk about this anymore, Canderous. The war is over. You lost.
Like, I think the point that he meant to say was that warriors are career fighters. They live for fighting and whatnot. Soldiers are... It's a profession and nothing more. Ideally, you're not going to have, like, soldiers who are chomping at the bit to go start a war with somebody. Just for the hell of it. I think that was the point that Karth was getting at.
did a piss poor job of making it, but
yeah. Well, that's it. Ultimately, you have the characters are gonna say whatever the writer personally thinks about a particular thing.
I do think that there's. You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I think that my preferred version of that entire speech happens in the next game with another Mandalorian, where it's just like, well, you guys lost though. It says, yeah, and we did so honorably. Won't happen again.
Like, or if we lose, we aren't gonna lose that way again. Oh my god, Karth.
It's like, what are you going to do if you lose, if you fight us again and you lose? Well, we respected you. You won. You were the victor.
It's kind of a thing of the Mandalorians say we won't make the same mistakes again. We'll make brand new mistakes. If we lose, it'll be because we made brand new mistakes. Really. I don't like Kinraths. They poison way too often. And at this level, their poison is actually pretty fucking dangerous. Okay, Karth. Let's give you some of that. I'm gonna give him some toughness. Extra vitality is always nice.
Yeah.
All right, now that I've cleared out the Kinraths here, I can start grabbing various different crystals. There are lots of crystals to be gained here on Dantooine. Okay, so you can get also lightsaber crystals are very valuable for selling. Whenever you get crystals from the Kinrath's eggs, they're almost always red crystals. Whereas the crystals you get from the formations are going to be usually some other colored crystals or some effect crystals.
Nice.
So it becomes very easy to just... one of the reasons I like to come here is because I can get a shitload of red crystals and then sell them at a good shop.
Oh, my stream is just offline.
Oh.
Oh dear. Yeah. You watching
Man,
this
my
on
Wi-Fi
your...
just not happy today.
Damn.
Are you watching this on your Xbox or your PC?
I'm watching it on Xbox. On PC, it's worse.
Oh god.
Do you have an Ethernet cable?
No.
You should consider getting one.
Okay, no, I have one, and I have tried to get it through my room. I even have a hole in my wall for the Ethernet cable, but my mom refuses.
Why?
Because
I'm not expecting a good reason, but why?
She probably just doesn't like the way it looks.
She said, no, she said that she needed it for her TV in her room, and I said, but you haven't had a TV for 7 years.
Does she own a smart TV?
You don't.
No.
Then you don't need the
she doesn't need the
Ethernet
cable. Like, the Ethernet is only good for your TV if you have a smart TV.
So I have an Ethernet cable that's just in the wall.
God, that's...
And it's not being used. And every time I ask, well, why can't I? He's just, no, I need it.
Mother is an idiotic.
Buy another one.
Moronic, cantankerous bitch.
Just buy another one and say, like, no, this is fine. You got your own. This one I bought for myself with my own money.
I'll get you a fucking 50-foot
So with that, I got... Okay, so now I've got another blue crystal. I've got a Bondar, which is an effect crystal. I got a green crystal. I got 10 red crystals, one for every Kinrath egg. Got two Rubat crystals, which are also effect crystals. Got a yellow. Yeah, so we're looking pretty good there. I'm probably gonna end up selling most of the red ones, because the color crystals don't really they don't really have any effects for themselves. So you can, there's like, you don't have to worry about selling something that's a really good item. Like, one color crystal is just as good as another color crystal.
The lack of purple crystals saddens me.
Okay, so the first purple crystal you can get, if you follow the directions that the game gave you, you can pick up on Tatooine. Nearly most planets, I should say, not every planet, but most planets will give you an opportunity to get lightsaber crystals through one way or another. Tatooine has a force-affected cave. It's not as extensive as Dantooine's, but it's got a few crystals in there. Like, maybe 2 or 3. And you will always, always, always find one violet crystal in there. And then on other planets, you're going to fight the game throws dark side force wielders at you at least once a planet, at the very least. Okay, their pathfinding got them stuck on something. Where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are they? That's the worst, when their pathfinding fucks up.
Not as bad as that one Twi'lek in KOTOR 2.
Yeah. But
Dylan, that is
he's
amazingly bad.
Yeah, it's unfucking believable, Dylan. So I'm going to take these crystals back to the Enclave because I want to upgrade my lightsaber now, because when you have a lightsaber that's just the color crystal, it's really ass. It's really ass. You are actively better served probably using a Vibra sword than using a lightsaber with no effect crystals in them.
Lol. Get fucked.
So, like I said, first things first. Gotta get these delivered. Oh, also gotta talk to the lady and tell her about her droid. Okay, so she's gonna freak out, but it'll work out later.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart.
Okay. I'm afraid your droid had to be destroyed.
My droid? Destroyed? No. No, this cannot be happening.
That's Elsie Williams, by the
I can't bear
way.
to live without him.
Or at least the voice actress who plays Ashley Williams in Mass Effect.
Her voice actress name is Kimberly Brooks.
Kimberly Brooks, yes, thank you for that.
Also plays, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Barbara Gordon. In the first 2 Arkham games.
Yes, she does. Okay, let's hear
what do you want?
story. I was wondering if you had any interesting stories.
Do you want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought? The enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Is that why the Mandalorians attacked the Republic?
The Sith came to us with an offer. To fight a worthy enemy in a battle that would be remembered forever. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death. Against oblivion.
Is that why you work as a mercenary?
Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
And I'm glad what they do with him in KOTOR 2. Give him a little bit more depth. Because a lot of the times when he's talking in this game, you're like, so you just like killing. He says, it's about honor. Like, it just seems like you just like killing to me.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're fucking murder hobo.
So Dylan.
Yes.
Okay, let's go over here. And we'll put in a robot.
No, that wasn't a question out. That was a statement.
I realized that after the fact and didn't bother disputing. The only difference between that and what I actually am is that I can sometimes switch off the murder hobo. It doesn't last very long, but I can.
Okay.
I can choose when I want to murder hobo.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've increased the attack modifier. Critical damage is increased. We also have increased stun chance. So, yeah. Lightsaber's looking pretty good. At least for early game. So now let's get back out there and actually deal with what's going on in the Grove now. I wanted to do this because without taking care of it, there's a pretty good chance that what's out there in the Grove can kill me. If I had taken Soldier as
here for.
Yeah, if I had taken Soldier as a base class in this game, I wouldn't worry about most battles like at all, at least in the early game. But I took Scoundrel, so I'm gonna be squishy for at least at least the rest of my time on this planet. By Tatooine, I start to even out, or at least midway through Tatooine, I start to even out there. After I've taken a few more levels in Guardian. go that way? Let's go this way. No, not that way. Sorry, I'm looking for a particular Jedi who I'm gonna see. I think he's in the Grove. He's got a little investigation that he needs some help with. Yeah, there he is. Bolu. Apprentice, your arrival here is well timed. Who are you? I am Bullock, a Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both the suspects and I speak basic in Huttese. I was going to handle this case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you've been learning your lessons at the Academy. Though you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting out the truth from the lies. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I have brought an information retrieval droid with access to the archives both at the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts with the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence, you will need to run through the possible scenario with me. If you are unable to come up with a satisfactory resolution, then I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. Okay. So there are more than a couple of investigations in this game. Okay. These three men were in the field together, therefore, before the clouds broke. I find it very odd that most people will seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today. That is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Caldernetic, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Haddon Gold, he was unarmed. The other was Ricard Lussoff, who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men say they did not do anything, and that they came across the body, but both also accuse the other. Obviously, there is more to this than what we have been told. Is there anything else I should know? There is one last thing. When I arrived, Hendon was holding his side, and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Okay. Dead man, two guys accusing the other. Guy was shot, one with a blaster rifle, one had a blaster rifle, but there was also a blaster rifle found on the ground here, covered in blood. So, let's talk to the information droid first.
You must be the one Master Baloo has enlisted to help you with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here in Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Caldernetic, Ricard Lussoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Single energy blast to the torso. Tell me about these planes.
These planes are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calfhounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calfhounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings stock the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
So everybody knows that they're supposed to carry a weapon with them whenever they're out on the plains. But one of the men was unarmed, or at least was unarmed when the Jedi arrived, and there was a bloody blaster rifle on the ground. I'll have more questions later.
I will be here to assist you.
Okay, one moment. I need to see something. Graphics and sound. Let's turn that up, because these people all sound very quiet. All right. Let's talk to Bullock first. No, not Bullock. Rickard.
Another
First.
Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Wasn't it cloudy earlier? How is the sun in his eyes if it was supposedly very cloudy earlier?
Ah,
All right, let's see. Handon.
greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the let me see. Go on.
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Let me see here.
Is there any other...
Okay, no.
How can I be of further assistance?
Very.
You're holding your side.
chill.
Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I'm going to talk to you for something about something
How
else.
can I be of further
Okay, so
assistance?
he's clearly hiding some kind of injury.
Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do.
I want to
How
ask
can
you
I be of
something
further
else.
assistance?
Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Do you often run around the plains?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say.
Okay,
Of course,
that's all for
of
now.
course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know?
What did you see happen?
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
I want to ask
So,
something else.
What do you want to know?
Bullock said you were limping. Are you hurt?
I kind of sprained my ankle running through a bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Oh. Thanks for the follow, Tasty Mizo. Okay, that's all for now. Let's talk to him. Yes, is there something I can help you with in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. Very well. We should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each piece of the puzzle, we will no doubt resolve the case. Handon said he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadow of the rocks holding the blaster in his hands. Rickard said he was hunting Iriaz and saw one through the glare of the sun and shot at it. It is possible that Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally, and Handon may have found the body, but that seems very unlikely an explanation. It is more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling us something. But where does the truth lie? Rickard is lying. Why do you believe that? It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Yes, very well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Rickard said, the sun would not have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me with this case. This lie does not prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step in unraveling this mystery. We should proceed on to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Okay. Let's see here.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him, especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy.
That's all for now.
Dodged it like a fucking ninja.
Definitely dodged that question. Did you know the victim?
Oh, yeah.
I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation.
Yes, Raven?
Very inconsiderate.
We can hear you.
Family
Can you hear us?
But merely having done unkind things
sometimes.
someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
Oh dear. No one says you killed him. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
Okay, my Wi-Fi is stabilized now that I've turned off my laptop.
That might help you. That's all for now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Okay, let's talk to the droid.
Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gold. Is there any other information you need?
Well, I'd say that proves that they know each other pretty well. I mean, you don't just rent a car with some guy you just met. What can you tell me about Calder and Rickard, the business partners?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
I will have more questions later.
I will be here to assist you.
So, Handon knows Calder better than knew Calder better than he claimed, and Rickard had reason to be angry at Calder because he was cheated out of a business deal. So let's talk to them both about that.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
You can deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right.
Okay. Let me actually check the body here. Body of Calder being shot from behind with a blaster.
How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
That's all for now.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Yes, is there something I can do to help you in this investigation? Discuss the murder. We know Rickard lied about the sun blinding him while he was shooting, but we need more to go on. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Handon told me he barely knew the victim. On the other hand, Rickard and the victim were business partners. However, according to Rickard, they got along very well. On the surface, neither man seems to have a motive for killing Calder. Handon is lying. Why do you believe that? He knew his wife was cheating on him. Well, that certainly is motive for murder. The case is taking shape. However, you mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps now we should focus on the murder weapon itself. You might want to see what information the witnesses and the information droid can provide you on the blaster found near the body. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here as you question the witnesses. Alright, let's talk about the weapon.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
So... the weapon did not belong to Calder. Hang on, wait, is it the weapon or the blood?
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that
Oh, the
sample,
blood on the
other than
weapon
fact
did not belong to Calder.
Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here.
So if the blood on the weapon didn't belong to Calder, and
Jesus
Rickard
Christ,
was too
this
far
is
away.
the 8th set of ads I've had in 20 minutes.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude,
Yes.
this shit is fucked.
That can't be... I set for 1 minute of ads every hour. Jesus, how is this happening? Anyway, whatever. So if Rickard was at a distance, then the blood has to belong to Handon. We'll talk to... Yeah, we'll talk to Handon
How can
here.
I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Okay, so he claims that the weapon is his, but it was stolen last week.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Okay, so the weapon... So neither the weapon nor the blood on the weapon was Calder's. Alright.
Right.
That's it for now.
Is there any other information?
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
So Handon did not report the blaster being stolen. And even though he claims that he did. So it's Handon's blaster with blood that's not Calder's, and it was never reported being stolen.
Very well.
Okay. Alright. And Handon's bleeding.
It was obviously the droid.
Correct. It was the droid all along.
There's something I can do to help you in this investigation. I want to discuss the murder. What have you determined about the weapon found by the body? The blaster is Handon's. He lied about it being stolen. So you've caught Handon in a lie. Interesting, but I think we may need one final piece of the puzzle. There was a blood sample on the weapon that had been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you could inquire the information droid about it. Okay.
Is there any other information?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so we got more information on the sample, which is just that the sample is fucked, but we do know it's not Calder's blood. Okay. So now we know absolutely for certain that it's not Calder's blood.
How can I be of further... Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. Oh my. I hope you don't find that incriminating. You know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nedick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife. Right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not...
Candace is having a time in the background.
Yeah.
Fault driving my wife away. I must try not... I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce...
Okay.
Of course.
Weapons. So weapons Handon's. Blood is probably also Handon's, since Handon is clearly hiding an injury. And Rickard was far off. If I had to say, Rickard... Okay, what probably happened was that Handon shot Calder, and then Rickard shot Handon from afar, unable to determine that it actually was Rickard. And so then Handon bled on his own weapon and dropped it. That's probably what happened.
So, what do you want to know?
Since you're limping.
Kind of sprained my ankle. Right.
That's all for now. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't believe that the blood can be Rickard's, because Rickard, it is explicitly stated Rickard approached the body after Handon. Both of them already said that. And even though they both seem to be injured to some degree, I'd say that it's probably Handon who's got the injury, the one who's bleeding. I assume the blood belongs to the victim, but I want to be more thorough. What have you learned about the blood on the weapon? It didn't belong to the victim. That is surprising. So the blood must belong to one of the suspects, but which one? It's Handon's blood. Why do you believe that? He's clutching his side. Handon has been moving oddly since I arrived. Perhaps we should examine him a little more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There is blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of blast wound to his side. Yep. It would seem that there was one logical scenario. Handon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he had killed Calder. No, they are both guilty. A bold conclusion, one that most people would not arrive at. But we are not like most people. We are Jedi. Still, I would like to know how you came to this conclusion. We know Calder was having an affair with Handon's wife, but what possible motive could Rickard have for wanting Calder dead? Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in business. Yes, well done. Both men had reason to want Calder dead. This is my theory of this morning's events. Both men knew Calder would be out here this morning, and each plotted to kill him. Handon found him first, and shot him because of the affair Calder was having with his wife. Shortly after, Rickard arrived on the scene. From a distance, he saw Handon and thought it was Calder, so he shot him in retaliation for the credits Calder had cheated him out of their business. Handon would have dropped his blaster. Then the one we found at the scene covered in blood. He probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Rickard.
Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you in the murder and attempted murder of Calder Netic is evident. Additionally, Rickard Lusoff can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Handon Gold. Place both of you under arrest of the Jedi Order, and will escort you to the holding facilities in the Jedi Enclave. You've done well here. It is obvious you have been studying your lessons carefully. I will be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Good day, and may the Force be with you. So later on in the game, there's going to be another investigation, a lot more which has a lot more legwork. But it kind of has aspects like this, and there's also a court case that goes along with it. So if you want, you can go full Phoenix Wright on that.
Why would I Phoenix Wright this? I'm not playing Phoenix Wright. I'm playing lightsaber games.
Playing an
Fuck
RPG,
you.
Dylan.
Look.
This is a role-playing game.
It's that fuck, okay? He wasn't even in the area. I don't care.
Alex.
Yes.
You're one of those fucking people.
One of those?
It's like playing KOTOR. It's like, it's a role-playing game. I'm totally gonna be a lawyer. Fuck you.
See, the reason why it actually... Well, the thing is, it's not necessarily the lawyering that's important. The actual main thing that is important about that investigation is that you're on a planet that's neutral in the Jedi-Sith conflict and is very, very serious about its neutrality. And so it says no hostilities must take place. But what happens is that a person from one side was murdered, and another person, and the suspect is from the other side. And depending on the case and how the case goes, it could actively affect the war effort for both sides because of the resources on that planet that both sides desperately need. And so it has you doing the investigation, but you also have to deal with the fact that if you fuck up, you can fuck up the war effort for the Republic. And the Jedi are considered mediators, so they'll accept you as an investigator in the instance.
This is what I live.
Okay, Dukes. Alright, gonna do a quick save. just went to the restroom. Gonna do quick heal up.
I'll be back soon myself.
All right. Throw on a couple of boosters here.
I will be your doom!
I'm in trouble. Why am I missing all my attacks? Oh, goody. It stunned her. How am I missing? Why are you attacking Karth?
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Why did you attack me?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embraced the dark side? Why?
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
You slew Quatra, your master?
Yes. I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I just want to talk.
Talk? You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk? I do not believe it. Kill me now while you still have the power.
I have no desire to kill you, Juhani.
You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Come on now, Juhani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. You seem to know just what affects me. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
It isn't your fault, Juhani.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. I think, in my own way, I truly loved her. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Let's see here. Do not worry, Juhani. They will surely take you back.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Of course I would. They would always accept you back.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the Council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. If only there was some way I could make this up to you. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
So that was Juhani. Her character race is Cathar, which are cat people. I've only really seen them in works related to Star Wars: The Old Republic, like the Old Republic stuff. You don't really see them in most other Star Wars media. Her design's a little bit weird because it has to adhere to the other designs here, but most of the time when I see Cathar artwork, they look a little bit more obviously cat-like than just the fur on the face, the fur patterns on the face. Okay, so that's done. Okay, let me save here. Now let's hunt down some Mandalorians. Okay. Shield self. Actually, let me see here. Is there also a there is a melee shield. Okay.
What?
You put on your energy shield. Fuck it. Concussion, frag. Another frag. Oh fuck, didn't mean to throw that many frags. Okay, that's one down. Guys, why did we stop fighting? They didn't stop shooting, so why did we stop swinging? Candace, what happened to you? Whatever. Okay, another group of Mandalorians down. Hair kit, advanced med packs. Mandalorian data pad. 2 Mandalorian data pads, actually. Okay. Let's see here. 2 more. Yeah, Jarg went missing in Sector B. Then Riza saw someone moving south there. Take a couple of troops and find out who it is. If they look suspicious, terminate. Okay. And let me put on that Mandalorian melee shield. That'll be useful. And he should be good. Okay. Actually, regular. I'll put on the adrenaline and amplifier. Right, gotta level up Candace again. Up your demolitions, feeds. Full melee focus. Hello? Okay, so just killed another group of Mandalorians. And we also went and redeemed Johanny. So, looking pretty good there. So there should only be one more group of Mandalorians left to deal with. Okay. Get a heal in.
Karth?
What about Karth?
Why are you trying to slap things?
Not alive. Just not allowed to die yet.
There we go. Okay, so I came across a Jedi who seemed to have succumbed to the dark side. Her name was Johanny. She decided to challenge me. I beat her, and then what the fuck was that? Some white noise. But I beat her and convinced her to return to the Jedi Council, because it seems that she wasn't really in on the dark side thing. She was just full of a lot of angst and self-loathing because she fucked up. It was a royal fuck up, but yeah, she kept thinking that because of her big fuck up that she could never be, you know, worth anything ever again, so. So that resolves things in the Grove. Let's see if we can find that last Mandalorian group. I forget, where are they going to be at?
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah.
Did you hear about
I did
Respawn?
not. I did not.
They are making a new single-player game set in the Apex Legends universe. Titanfall is officially dead.
No!
Okay, no, it's not officially dead.
Yeah, it's unofficially dead. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
it is just undead.
It is just
They
like
are raiding its corpse around Weekend at Bernie's
they no
style.
longer call it the Titanfall universe. They look. They no longer call it the Titanfall universe. They now call it the Apex Legends universe. At this point, Apex Legends is the more
It's the more
known
popular and more
version.
recognizable.
It's the same universe, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's still parading the corpse around a fucking burning cross. Like, look what we did to you, boy.
I regret not being able to tell you more, but some things you must see with your own eyes. Is there something I can help you with?
No, that was it.
I hope your time is well spent here on Down.
So it'll be interesting if they call.
He sounds like he's German, but he's trying to hide his accent.
Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I just want to talk with you.
Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it?
Want is a strong word.
I just want to know why you distrust me so much.
What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own.
But we have to work together, Karth, so it has plenty to do with me.
Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine.
No, you won't.
Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
I suppose you can't. That must have been hard to take.
No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
You say that with such hatred.
I know. And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay.
I swear to God, this entire feature is so annoying to me.
What feature?
Character A would like to talk to you. Talks to character A. I don't want to talk about it. End of conversation. Fucking pointless.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
Okay, so I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. It is... Okay, not really a secret, but a thing. If it is entirely possible for you, instead of redeeming Juhani, to just outright murder her out there in the Grove, this is not really a good idea, regardless of what alignment you're using, mainly because Juhani actually becomes a party member later. If you murder her, you rob yourself of the most battle-oriented Jedi that you can have in your party. She is a Jedi Guardian, and the only one the game will try to give you. If you are not yourself playing a Jedi Guardian, your Jedi party is neutered without Juhani. She's your Jedi tank, so yeah, it's not a good idea to kill her. Also, if you kill her, this Jedi here, Belia, freaks out on you as she reveals that she was very close with Juhani. You're not fucking.
So
No, she's gay.
violating Jedi tenets can't have relationships.
Yeah, she was gay for Juhani, though it doesn't seem that Juhani reciprocates necessarily. Though Juhani herself is also gay. But most explicit references to that fact are removed from the game because LucasArts, due to a higher mandate, said that was not allowed.
Because George Lucas is a bitch.
So all of it in the entirety of her romance is in there, except for the culmination where it actually becomes a romance.
Yeah.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
All right, I will actually be right back. I need to take care of something. But yeah, we're going to get into more of the actual point, what the rest of the meat of the game is going to be once we talk to the rest of the masters. So I will be right back.
Oh, we're finally done with the tutorial.
Basically. Finally done with the tutorial, and Alex is almost 2/3 of the way to the level cap.
Well, prime example of a poor leveling system. The leveling, like the structure of the leveling system, doesn't seem awful. It just you're able to reach the cap too fast.
Well, they wanted it to be level 20 is the cap because level 20 is the cap in D&D, but then they gave too much fucking XP.
Yeah. Like, there's no way most people are gonna do even 2/3 of all this side content. There's just no way. Lo and fucking behold, they got proved stupid. Yeah, and the level cap is 20 in D&D, and it's piss fucking hard to reach that normally.
Yeah, like I told this to Alex last session we did, where in D&D it could take like upwards to 2, maybe even 4 years to reach level 20 if you're going how the game expects you to go. This game, you can reach the halfway point of it in 2 sessions.
Yeah, that's 2 to 4 years of... You meant like 2 to 4 years of like real time. Like 2 to 4 years of running sessions. As long as you don't have scheduling conflicts, then it takes a decade.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that reminds me. I have a meme. Let's go back.
The true final boss of all D&D scheduling.
Check Discord.
Discord is taking a bit, so. Lol.
Yeah, right though. I'm still in the middle of a campaign, which we're at level 17 on. We haven't run a session in almost a year now. Because DM is studying for med school. Doctorate? No.
Yeah, that'll
Yes?
take a bit.
Yeah.
I have D&D an hour after session, because nobody can make it on Saturday. Bless you.
Thank you.
God damn it. Dylan, canonically,
Yeah.
Viego is younger than Leah.
Then who?
Talia.
How old is Talia?
Talia is about 18, 19.
Got it.
Viego is
Viego
about
straight from the
16,
fucking anime.
17. He became king of Camavor when he was like 13, 14 because his dad and his older brothers all died.
How did
Like
they
he
die?
had, they went to war, and the funny thing is that he didn't go to war because he was young, and he didn't actually want to become king. He was perfectly content with just being a rich kid in the royal family, and then he found out, oh, my brothers are dead. Oh no, I have to be king. Oh no, dad's dead. I don't want this. I don't want this.
I don't want to.
So he was a really bad king, mainly because he wasn't trained to be a king, because he wasn't expected to be king.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Viego from
League of Legends and
yeah.
Legends of Runeterra stuff.
Okay. Anywho, let's talk to the masters. Actually, did he give me my thing? Yes, he did. Jedi robes. Absolutely no defense bonus.
God damn it, Gel.
But they have a super high dexterity bonus, and you can use all magic while using it. So, that's the trade-off. Eventually, your own stats will go ahead and just fucking outweigh this entirely. You won't even need armor.
Well.
Okay, gotta wait for him to get back over here, and then we can go ahead and get started on the next section.
Greetings, young Padawan. As a chronicler of the Mandalorian
That's not what I meant.
As you wish.
That's what I
It is
need to
good
do.
to see Johnny has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned.
Can't look at his
Perhaps
face.
sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your
Yeah, the
vision.
eyes blinking at different times
It
is
may be that
creepy.
exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
What happened to the Jedi who went to investigate?
We do not know. That is one of the things you must investigate. We fear the worst. Is there anything else you want to know?
What can you tell me about Bastila?
Bastila.
That's fucking terrifying.
Jedi someday.
What?
Well,
even among the masters
It's a
in the council,
picture of a
find one so skilled in the art of battle.
to be like a crab or lobster wearing a skull as a shell.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Bastila herself does not like to talk about it. She was accompanying the strike team that confronted Revan when the Dark Lord was destroyed. Her role in the death of such a promising young Jedi as Revan upset her greatly. But Bastila knew she had to set her personal feelings aside for the sake of the galaxy and the Republic. The Force is strong with her now, and without her skill in battle meditation, we would have lost this war long ago. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you.
Okay, Bastila is back in the party, and you can see Juhani's silhouette right here. Okay, I'm gonna take Canderous with me, and that'll be
I demand justice! The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrels are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matali we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
I shall look into it at
If
once.
Shen Matali is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matali and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course. But the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards.
Okay, let's give... Damn, Basila's dex score is high. Let's get her in. Actually, wisdom. No.
You should raise the Constitution.
Fuck, you're right.
Implants are directly related to your Constitution score.
Oh, I haven't really used implants in a long time. Okay, let's do treat injury and awareness. Okay, what's a power that she should definitely have? Yeah, sure, energy resistance. Okay, now that Bastila's back, we need to upgrade Bastila's lightsaber with some of those effect crystals.
Dylan,
Yes.
want to see something cursed?
Oh yeah. Oh no. What am I looking at?
D3.
Real fucked up D3.
I don't like it.
You ever seen a D2?
Okay, the D2.
A
Just
coin?
use a coin.
Okay. Oh, do you mean a coin?
No, Dylan, there are actually D2s, and they look stupid.
Okay, so here we go.
I can fucking imagine. Okay, no, see, the way you jury rig like D3 or D2, take a D6, like a blank, not unmarked D6, and either mark 2, like mark the surfaces in pairs, 3s, depending on if you want it to be a D3 or D2. It will be the exact fucking same.
Yes.
Okay.
That will
Anyhow.
just label a 1, 2, 3, 1 and 4, 5, 6, 2, or just go evens 1, odds 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took the loss of my droid much too hard. I feel I must apologize.
There is no need.
But I must. I was much too attached to my droid. It was all that was left of my husband, you see. Maybe I thought that through the droid, my husband could live again, be with me still.
I think we understand. Love can do strange things to anyone.
But I went too far. I could not see what was missing in living a normal life. Fortunately, in my grief, I returned here and ran into Samt, an absolutely fascinating man.
He seems quite nice.
Samt and I got to talking, and, well, we have a lot
Meh,
in common.
I've seen better.
I think we'll be seeing more of each other. It's funny how things work out in the end. Maybe there is such a thing as fate, after all. But I think we should be going now. We have so much more to talk about. I just wanted to thank you for what you've done for me, and what you tried to do. Goodbye, and thank you.
Cool. Like I said, it works out. Okay, so we're gonna go check out the ruins, see if we can resolve the Matale issue, and finish off the Mandalorians.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
What day is it today?
Today is Monday,
The 11th,
the
right?
11th. Yes.
Oh shit, new Runeterra cards come out in 3 days.
Nice. Did you learn anything more about what happened to Quatra?
Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master.
God, I mean, the way she's freaking out.
Clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand.
That lady is how I imagine Alex manages to stand inside her house.
Fall from the path of light.
That seems pretty harsh.
Quatra's methods
Am I
may seem
wrong?
strange, but I
I'm not even talking about what you said.
This lesson has been
Oh.
difficult.
Talking
but
about
I'm
what
better
Johanny said. Pay attention to the stream.
Humility is never easy to teach. But now
I'm paying attention to the stream. I was saying that lady in the background is
You
you.
can't expect to get everything handed to you on a silver platter.
after our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy.
I can only imagine the
She could not stay
fit.
to see her pass this most difficult trial.
Oh, what's her
With
fucking
your
name
help,
from
I have
who?
passed this difficult trial. The council now feels I am ready to continue with my training.
Which
They will ask me
character?
to wait here for the time being.
Giving you a second chance
The one that
like this is
sasses
a
you all the
clear
time.
sign of weakness.
Oh, Kreia?
Makes you think.
Sometimes I
Yeah,
find it
Kreia.
hard to believe
Couldn't
the
fucking
Jedi
think of her
could
name.
defeat
I can only imagine the
people in
fit
battle.
Kreia would have if she had to
It's been
listen to this
painful
shit.
lesson, Juhani, but it seems you have learned it well. I'm certain you will be a credit to the Order.
I do not know what the council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
So I've seen a number of people talk about, like, that's a really fucked up and manipulative way to try and get somebody to learn a lesson. Make them think that they killed you.
Did they learn the lesson though?
That's not the fucking point.
Yeah,
You didn't answer my question. Answer the fucking question.
Like that, like it's like what if Juhani had instead, after thinking that they killed their master, had gone out and says, I fucked up so bad, I'm not worth anything, now I'm evil, and then just started shooting random people. That would have been a fucking problem.
Then she fucked up the lesson.
Oh, so what you're saying is the lesson's fine when it works, but when it doesn't work, obviously, like, then that's the only time it's got a problem.
Exactly. It worked out, so it's not a problem.
Man, if you kill Juhani, I'm just trying to think of what Quatra might have been thinking.
Look, this is a universe in which case it is perfectly fine for a religion to take a bunch of kids and make them child soldiers and say it's for justice.
Okay, they're not supposed to be soldiers.
Alex.
They're really not supposed to be soldiers. That is a big...
They are indoctrinated as children.
Yes, they are indoctrinated.
You are
as children.
supposed to be guardians of the galaxy to become peacekeepers. That is
Guardians
a
of
fucking child
peace.
soldier.
Mediators through various means. In fact, they actually say that martial focus is the opposite of what they do, and people who are too intent on martial focus are actually fuck-ups.
They are still teaching kids to fight.
So do Shaolin temples. Big deal.
Yeah, but the Shaolin temples aren't expecting you to solve the entire problems of the world by force if necessary.
Yeah, Alex, that
We'll
was
see.
that was
No.
an example that shot
See,
yourself
when
in
we
the foot
get
with.
when we get back to when we get to KOTOR 2, we'll see that the whole thing of the martial stuff is actually vehemently against the tenets of the Jedi.
Yes, the tenets of the Jedi that still don't make a lot of sense.
Okay, let's see here. I should...
I would recommend toughness or power attack.
I'm thinking either toughness or... I'm only thinking of dueling because of the fact that I'm currently wielding the single blade until I get another double blade.
Well, that's a waste of a feat later on.
I'll take the toughness
Yeah, it's a
then.
waste.
I'll take the toughness then.
Yeah.
This won't become useful till later.
Speed.
Speed does not.
Oh
work
yeah,
on the blades, though.
the screen though. Ugh.
I don't. I know speed is useful because
It
you
is
get more
the
turns.
best power in the game, but unfortunately has the worst effects.
It's like, so this adds a blur and a bunch of other effects to your screen that you can't really turn off, and I fucking hate it. I actually do not take this power and neuter myself throughout the game because I'd rather not be nauseous.
Yeah.
I took a mod that got rid of it in KOTOR 2. Man, it's a lot better.
I'm taking Effect Mine. That's gonna be useful later. That's actually gonna be useful pretty quickly. But yeah, like disable and destroy droid is actually just a kind of a necessity no matter what your alignment is. I actually highly recommend it. Unfortunately, it doesn't become as useful as quickly as it does in KOTOR 2, since KOTOR 2 immediately starts you off in an area with a bunch of droids that you gotta fight.
I would say it's still useful, mainly because the next group of, like, the group of enemies that you have to fight in that one temple or room, what have you, are droids. And the next level
I do have stun droid.
Disable droid makes the save higher.
Yeah, I do know that.
Stun droid right now is a low save, while disable droid is a higher save.
I'm okay. I got Bastila with me. She's got disable. I'll have her do that then. Let's see, what power should
Plus,
I give her?
disable is in an area of effect, while stun droid is one target.
What power should I give her? Fuck it, I'll give her, I'll just spec more to push there.
See, this is the difference between me and Alex in terms of RPGs. Alex, I hardcore optimize my character. Alex has the illusion of optimization and then does not use the things she's optimizing for.
Shh. I have a playstyle that I like. There are certain... We just had Bastel! Where did she go? It's like everybody, and then Bastla's just went back to the Enclave. She's like, sorry. I forgot to bring our packed lunches. It's very important. Oh, there's our dead Jedi. This droid is speaking a language we do not understand. What language is that? What are you trying to say? Now it's speaking Tuscan. Bastila, do you have any idea what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can produce any language spoken by the slaves of the builders. I recognize this language.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species. Neither of you are the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Are you some type of guardian? I am the overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the greatest masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Something must have happened to the builders to wipe them out. Empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument. In all this time, no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. What is the Starforge? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Could you be a little bit more specific?
Really working the shaft
The
there.
Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Or in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Well, if it's a forge in the stars that makes weapons, I guess Starforge is self-explanatory there. Let's see here. Tell me about Revan and Malik, the ones who came before. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Damn. Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. This temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they are deemed unworthy. How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Okay. Man, we hardly knew Nemo, but now he's dead. Well, got some Jedi robes out of it. Let's see. Ooh, he had night robes. 1 extra defense bonus. Which means now I can give Bastila regular Jedi robes. I'll actually help her out a little bit. Okay. Let's check these rooms. There's a robot.
Yeah?
Switch to... Can you guys come over here, please?
Now that must have
Bastila, please do something for the love of fuck.
That'll show you.
Okay, that robot went down pretty easily. I don't like fighting in this particular room because of this whole collapse. It makes it so barely anybody can actually get up to fight the thing. Okay. The ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life with a stream of incomprehensible characters scrawled across it. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent. Its screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. The computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. Hear one of those tones softly echoed by your data pad. A small data receptacle
I
opens in
love
front of
these
the
options, by the way.
Press a button. Press many buttons at random. Talk to the computer. Kick the computer. Insert your data pad into the receptacle. Yeah, let's insert. Computer seems to be interfacing with your data pad. The screen goes blank again. Then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Trisik, Jus, Leyland, Sohik, Aksuf. Talk to the computer. Computer goes silent again. Humming softly, it seems to be processing from your data pad. Your data pad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment before flicking to life once again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed world types. Okay, Oceanic. Grassland. Arboreal. Breaking life seal. I want to say, like... Fuck, I don't know. I know it has to be, like... I think, yeah. Anyway, life seal completed. Ooh, trade stuff. Give that to T3.
Alex.
Yes.
When do we get the Darth T3?
Maybe in the next game.
What?
You guys please move inside.
1 second.
She tried to use regular stun on the droid before I took control. Christ. This is why you can't let AI do anything. Alright, ancient terminal. Okay, it's the same shtick as before. Talk to the computer. Insert datapad. Talk to the computer. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. Desert. Volcanic. Barren. Breaking death seal. Technically, I'd say volcanic is more of a world that just hasn't finished forming yet. Often, like, worlds covered in volcanoes still have a few million years before it calms down and is ready for other shit.
Hey, Alex.
Yes?
What weapon type are you using against these robots right now?
Energy type.
Do you remember what these things are heavily resistant to?
Turns out if you hit them with the whole destroy or droid dehabilitation attacks, those resistances turn into basically nothing.
But why not just use the melee weapon so that you have enough force to...
Look, it's already done.
You're gonna have more.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
I don't get it. Is this the Starforge?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
I still don't understand about the Starforge. What does it do?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were
It's in the
very
fucking
interested in
name, you
finding
idiot.
it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's the map.
Korriban.
There are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge. Some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Okay. Alrighty, so we've got a few new we've got some planets to eventually look at. That's our list of where we're going to be going for the rest of the game, for the duration of the game. Tatooine, Kashyyyk, Manan, and Korriban. Mostly Outer Rim territories that just lay outside of the Republic. Or general Republic space. Before we return to the Enclave, though, we've got to deal with the Mandalorians and this feud between the Matales and the Sandrels.
I preferred this story back when it was West Side.
I prefer that story when it was called Romeo and Juliet.
You shall.
Shit, you don't have Mambo playing.
In all seriousness, though, West Side Story is actually a really great musical. Love Rita Moreno on that too.
The brown face is a little weird though.
With some of the actors, yeah. Okay, Ichani Shield, Cassus Diary, Verifying Headband. Okay, so let's see here. Cassus Diary. This is the diary of Cassus Sandrel, amateur archaeologist. It details his efforts to discover the source of the ancient ruins found across the surface of Dantooine. Upon reading it, you gather that he had found some correlation between the ruins and something called the Rock. Well, a dead Sandrel on Matale grounds, that's less than ideal.
Hmm.
What are you guys doing? Kandor's over there yelling, die, when he's not even at an enemy yet.
They're doing their best, hun.
Their best could use, like, they could stand to pick up the pace in doing their best.
Their best needs a little bit of help.
Okay, so this is the Matale estate, so let's talk to this guy. Well, let's see if we can talk to Mr. Matale.
By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Alan Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
You can play this conversation over and over again, regardless of anything.
My droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you so certain that the Sandrels are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrels arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandrels have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandrel droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived.
At least you're efficient.
It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandrel clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
You are jumping to conclusions. I shall also go speak to Nurik Sandrel.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrels. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
The thing is that if you agree to that donation, he will only deliver upon you completing the quest in a manner in which he sees favorable. However, you will gain dark side points just for agreeing to do it that way. But as I said, this conversation can be played ad infinitum, regardless of actual things. Like, you can finish the quest, and as long as this man is still alive, you can replay this conversation for whatever reason. So it's actually possible to earn infinite dark side points by just playing this conversation over and over again and continuously saying that you'll take the bribe.
That's so fucking stupid. We lost Raven again.
Yes, we did.
I'll be right back. Myself.
All right. Uh-oh. The Jedi cannot be bought and will remain neutral despite your attempted
Nevertheless,
bribe.
my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son,
Raven?
including razing the
There you
entire
are.
Sandrel estate. Until
Hate
you find
everything.
Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Okay, done talking with him. Let's head to the Sandrel estate, but also see if we can't do something about the see if we can't find those remaining Mandalorians and do something about them. Okay, so we gotta head through the grove. here. Okay, that leads to that gate leads to Central Estate first. If we go this way, it should take us to the Mandalorian group. Yep, there they are. Okay. Gonna quickly save because they might kill me. Right. Let me see here. Everybody got energy shields? Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. Putting a Chani shield on you. Yeah, okay. Put that on. You put that on.
What?
I'll put on this. Not even what I want.
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Cool. Quick statement, though. I'm just gonna start throwing grenades. Oh, goody. The fucking dogs decided they wanted in on this.
Enjoy.
Fuck, Bastard is down.
Lol.
Oh, Gandalf managed to kill the leader. Gandalf. What? What's up, Raven?
So, a streamer I follow has been playing the Halo series in order.
Yeah.
In release order, rather.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Two more
have no
lightsabers.
context for Halo. This is their first time playing through it, and they said that they will only look at like trailers for it and everything
Okay.
right before they play the game. They
Uh-huh.
just got to Halo 5 and were really hyped because of the trailer.
Oh, no!
And 2 sessions in, they said, this game lied to me.
I know. I am. Oh, that poor person. Oh my god.
And then they said, wait, hold on. What? I liked the Hunt the Truth radio drama. What happened to it? And I'm just sitting there like, oh, poor baby. Oh, no.
Oh god. Yeah, because Hunt the Truth radio drama is honestly just good drama. I know you're not too into it, Raven.
But it would have been fine for the plot rather than
I would have taken that.
bullshit they did.
If they just stuck to what was in the trailers as the story, that game would have had a chance of being good.
It would have been decent. It would have been okay. It would have been.
It could have still. I still think it probably could have been divisive because not everybody's on board with, you know, oh, the government's evil.
Well, obviously.
But still, you know, like, it would have been more interesting.
Yeah.
Rather than bring back Cortana to be evil. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's not what we're here for.
What's the over-under of Cortana actually being dead?
All right, if they bring her back again, I'm done.
I have 4% saying that she is dead.
Done. Now, one thing they could do is just have weapon find Cortana's memories and download them into her own interface. But like anything more than that is just no. Anyway, we're here. The Sandro estate. I am here on the behalf of the Jedi. Actually, hang on. I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council. Cassius Sandro is dead.
Then it is as we feared. You should speak to Nurek yourself. He will want to question you on the details of his son's death. Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you have news about my son Cassius.
Your son Cassius is dead. I have seen his body.
Is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
He was a cat hound. What the fuck? He was killed by cat hounds while exploring the Dantooine ruins.
No, I would have said the Chew Toy line.
But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
Make it 250. I'm just gonna give him the diary, but I'm not gonna deny the credits because sometimes I just need mine. Here is the diary.
The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
I still need to ask about where is Shen?
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Do you know something about Shen's disappearance?
My name is Rahasia. Nurek is my father. He has not been himself since Cassius disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Cassius could win. Does this have anything to do with what happened to Shen?
My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
I only want to find Shen Matale.
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Please tell me what has happened.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassius.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassius went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassius. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
What is the problem between your families?
Alan Matale and my father have had problems ever since they settled on this world. To hear my father tell it, Alan is a brute and a bully, but a rich one. He feels his credits give him the right to step all over normal people. My father stands up to Alan because no one else will. But now he thinks Alan has taken my brother Cassius and has imprisoned Shen as revenge. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
I can't say that Mr. Matale's assessment of Mr. Sandrel's assessment of Alan Matale is inaccurate. After all, the 5 minutes we spent with Alan Matale showed him to be a rich asshole. Still, his son does not deserve to be held this way. So we'll see what we can do for the boy. Okay, using the side door to get in. Jedi trust me. You know, it was a good idea at the time to use loading screens to give little snippets of lore, especially while players were waiting back in the day. But in this current world of solid state drives and super fast loading, you don't get to read any of that shit. Okay, let's disable this mine.
What the fuck?
What I was saying was that and on the loading screens in this game, it was set so that there would be
Or like tips and hints and shit.
Well, sometimes it's tips and hints, but mostly it's lore snippets. Like details on of things that happened in the Mandalorian Wars, certain legendary Jedi of the time, like how long the current war has been going on, what certain things happened. It's a lot of interesting stuff, and even like especially a lot of stuff about the planets you might currently be on. But now that we're in this world of solid state drives and really, really fast load times, you don't get to read any of that shit. Slice computer. View north hallway. Clear. System override menu. View south hallway. View computer security room. Okay, that's where we're at. View central security room. Fuck them droids.
That one lady was trying to.
Oh god, please don't. View repair room. View storage room.
You are out of computer spikes.
Yes, I am. But I can still see what's going on here. Okay, log. You can hear all the droids die.
Well.
Okay, Candaras. Right. Eats.
Dylan. You should look at group chat.
Fuck.
Dylan's afraid. Okay, let's upgrade that power attack.
Just, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look.
Who is the bottom one?
On the left?
Yeah.
Kyle.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you can explore the estate as much as you want. You're not gonna run into Mr. Matale. Even though he's supposedly somewhere in this estate, you're not gonna find him.
He just despawned.
Yeah. Hey guys. I do like how the game has made
Why do they have war droids?
battle droids. They're rich.
War droids.
They're rich. Both the Matales and the Sandrels have them.
You just imagine what it must be like to just live in this house, and just some woman is just wandering around, and you just hear vroom, 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 and just hearing explosions.
like, Dantooine is a very rural world. It's mostly grasslands and wild animals, so a lot of people have weapons to protect them from those wild animals. And then you have to throw into the fact that it's in the Outer Rim, so regulation is basically non-existent outside of the Jedi. And the Jedi generally like to leave, as long as people aren't actively causing problems, Jedi generally like to leave people alone. On this planet, the Jedi seem to be the only law. And even then, they
That's
like
not
to
a weird
advise.
thing at
They
all.
they like to advise people more than play an active, proactive role. And so when you have rich people, they want to protect their lands. They don't want to do it themselves like most farmers, so they get droids to do so.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I'll protect you, Shen. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
What can I do to get you to come with me?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my
Oh
own
my
death
god,
than
it's a
have her face her
classic
father's wrath
fucking...
because I escaped.
I hate
What,
it.
Dylan?
It's a shitty Romeo and Juliet situation.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier.
I wasn't paying attention.
Why do your families hate each other so much?
My father thinks the Sandrals are thieves and liars who followed him here to Dantooine just to steal what he has earned for himself. My father is
Well, how would they
and can be violent at times, but I think he still cares for me. Rahasia's father seems to be falling into the same pattern as mine. They're both too unreasonable to be talked to about the other. I think the only hope Rahasia and I will ever have is if we can escape both of them. Please, find Rahasia and speak to her. Get her to flee this place with me.
Well, did the other did the Sandrals come from the same planet the Matales did before? Because if not, then it makes Mr. Matale sound like a fucking maniac, a paranoid maniac. It's like, they're here to steal what I've built for myself. They followed me here to Dantooine. Dad, they've never met you before. They're thieves after my stuff.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
I'm trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you,
Shen
Rahasia.
can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it, but I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
All right, there we go. All right, that's that. So we can go get Shen and get him out of there.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yes, she promised to meet us outside the gates.
Pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Now you can be cartoonishly
Shen,
evil with this
you're
on Dark
safe.
Side.
Rahasia.
I'm not going
goodness
to,
you
but it's
managed to
hilarious
escape.
when it
It
is.
was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
We should get out of here quickly.
You're right. We should go as fast as we can. I don't know how long it will be before my father realizes we're gone.
You're right, we should.
Battle droids.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father.
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik!
Alan!
I knew
Donkey!
this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my
Donkey!
son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
You both need to calm down.
Please listen to her, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog.
Why don't you try listening to your children?
Our children don't know enough of what's good for them to make a reasonable decision.
It's better to let older, wiser heads like ours make the decisions.
Rahesh and I don't want you to make decisions for us. We want to live alone away from you.
You insolent boy! If you want to live alone, then so be it. I disown you. Never set foot in my house again.
Will you go with Shen, Rahesia?
Rahesia, you will not leave with this Matale boy.
I am, Father, and you can't stop me. We're leaving for the Enclave.
You foolish girl.
Let them go.
You expect us to just let them leave? Droids, stop them!
You will not turn your droids on my daughter. Droids, don't let them take Rahesia.
We appear to be at an impasse then. And they got away.
It is your fault, Alan. You were always too violent for your own good.
Me? You were the one who rushed out here with war droids.
You showed up with war droids first! Like, anyway, both of you calm down.
Will not rest until I have my Shen back. The Council will hear of the troubles you caused, Jedi.
Indeed they shall.
Okay, so if you do this on Darkside, you can, like, encourage them to just all kill each other. And instead, if you do that, they start to talk themselves down. They're like, hey, hang on, though. Maybe this isn't that big a fucking deal, y'all.
So they start to realize how stupid it is, and someone else starts suggesting it.
Yeah, but then what happens
Yeah,
is,
because they're both cowards.
What happens is, if you like to, if you want to make sure that they go through with it, what you do is you lie. You say, actually, Shen wasn't Cassis wasn't killed by Cath Hounds. Shen's droids killed his droids, leaving him vulnerable for them. And then Nurik goes, what? He says, for that shit, like, Alan, I will take your son from you. And he kills Shen in front of Alan and Rahesia. And then, like, Alan's like, no, damn you. And then shoots Rahesia. And then you can literally say, after they've done this, you can yell, kill them all. And then all the droids start firing and kill the two old men. And then you have to kill the droids.
That is hilarious. I would do that for shits and giggles, because they were both pissing me off.
Yeah, like
I'll
I said,
just say right
you
now,
could be...
Dylan, playing a bad guy in this game is really fun, except for one bit. There is one part of the story where playing a bad guy actually feels bad.
I'm trying to remember which
something
one
I
that
will
was.
have to live with. Well, I would have to live with.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, but that's at the point where the game tells you gotta fucking commit. Like, hard line, no going back now. The game says fucking commit and live with it. Okay. Sandro Matali situation handled. Mandalorian Raiders handled. Ruins handled. Let's get back to the Enclave and get those quests turned in. How many credits do I have? 3,038. Okay. So I have 4 lightsabers with me now. I have my own, I have Bastila's, and then I have the 2 I picked up from that Mandalorian. Which one is a red lightsaber and another is a blue. If I'm going to be dual wielding them, since they're not double blades, I will need to take some 2-weapon fighting feats.
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet?
I fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
Thank you, John.
Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Okay, 1,000 credits for that. Got some XP. Yep, knew that was gonna happen.
How can I help?
I want to talk about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
I still don't understand why we shared this vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me. I certainly don't
Bless
find
you.
the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Well, it just seems a little convenient.
The Force often seems to cause events that bend the laws of probability, especially with those that are strongly affiliated with it. In this respect, you and I will simply have to become accustomed to such convenience. We are the tools of the Force, and we will do as it wills.
You make the Force sound alive.
There is no evidence one way or the other. What you believe the Force to be ultimately will decide who you are.
I have another question.
What would you like to know?
Oh,
As you
never mind
wish.
then. Was that done?
Don't worry about it. Okay,
Alright.
I'm just gonna move on. No, I read something on Twitter. I'm just okay. That's enough of that for now. Ooh.
That's enough internet for today.
Yep.
Oh, kids aren't here yet. Okay.
To me going back on Twitter in 30 minutes, an hour tops.
Oh, damn, it's almost...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the Jedi Masters and then that'll be it. And then we'll actually be done with Dan Swayton, for the most part.
Have you discovered what it was that
Almost.
Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We'll come back here occasionally for a few conversations, but in terms of quests, there's no more quests here. We found an incomplete star map and mention of something called the Star Forge.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Ever brash, ever disrespectful. This is what we have pinned our hopes on?
Peace, Rook. We have discussed this. There is no other choice. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to take this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you.
You okay there, Raven?
Accompany you, for there is a
Just
powerful
remembered the ending of Star Wars Force Unleashed 2.
to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
I hate every single one of you.
Jesus Christ. I think Vandar, Jar, and the Archivist are okay. It's really just Rook that's an asshole.
No, because I hate them because of info that cannot be said for now.
Okay.
Well,
when do I leave?
Whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Okay. And with that, we can now leave Dantooine. And we now have Juhani as our third Jedi party member. And she has been knighted, so she is the only knight on this journey. Technically, Bastila and I are still Padawans. Well, Juhani is, she is, like I said, she's our team's Jedi Guardian. So that'll be our, if you had chosen one of the other classes, she would act as your heavy hitter for base combat, or at least as your tank, in a sense. Unfortunately, once you've acquired 3 Jedi, there's very little reason to use other party members most of the time, other than the fact that you would want to complete their personal quests. So when we go into things, you're rarely gonna see some of the other characters anymore, unless I specifically need to get their stuff done. So that is unfortunate. Anyway, for now, let's go ahead and save.
Anything for easy combat.
It's not necessarily easy combat, it's just that lightsabers cut through almost everything. Especially when you have
easy
them
combat.
augmented. Yeah. Anyway.
Tries to counterpoint me and then just ends up agreeing anyway.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. Anywho.
Fuck yourself.
Don't be wrong.
If you enjoyed the stream, if you enjoyed the stream, go ahead and give me a follow. Or if you're so inclined, consider subscribing, as that really does help me out. And if you have a if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, your first Twitch Prime subscription is free. I also have a YouTube channel, Folly of Alexandria, at youtube.com, where I'm posting more of my VODs. We will continue KOTOR on Wednesday, same time at 10 a.m. PDT to 1 p.m. Then on Friday, we will be jumping back into Hollow Knight. Anyways, thank you all for coming. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good day.